What is going on, guys? It has been over a month since my last video. I have been absolutely crazy busy this last month and a half. I have been completely over my head in restorations and customizing and soul clearing, and I just have not had the time to get here on YouTube to bring you guys an update. And I still honestly don't even have the time to be making this video. I'm actually restoring a pair of Bread 4s from 2012, and I figured while I'm painting the base coat of white, I might as well just talk to you guys for a little bit, give you guys an update on my life, let you know where my channel is heading and what's to come in the future. So I'm gonna start painting and I'm gonna start talking. Now, first of all, I took about a month off from making videos on YouTube. It really wasn't because I didn't want to, it's just because I've been absolutely over my head, like I said in the beginning of the video, with restorations. The last video that I made was a video on the kickstand swap meet, and we had a table at that swap meet, and we did not expect the workload that we were going to get through having that table. We brought home about 17 to 18 pairs of shoes that needed to be restored, from restorations to sole cleanings to full shoe customs. So I have just been absolutely slammed with orders these last month and a half. I've gotten the motivation to do a YouTube video and then something comes along and I just don't have the time. Or I have a customer saying that I need my shoes a lot sooner than they told me that they need them, and then I have to rush their job. And I have just been so busy lately, and I am so sorry, guys. So the first thing that I'm sure that you're all noticing is that my beard is gone. It's summer here in Australia, and on really bad days it's hitting well over 95 degrees, and I work inside of a depot, I lift heavy boxes all day on top of doing my restorations, and I'm literally just sweating throughout my entire shift. And I just found that the sweat was just going all into my beard, and you know, I really am upset that I had to get rid of it, but it's just the logical thing to do at the moment. I'm gonna start growing it back out, and you know, hopefully it'll be back much sooner than later. It took me about a year to get my beard to where it was before I got rid of it. And I do miss it, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta stay comfortable at work, especially when you're sweating for 5 to 6 hours at a time. So on top of that, I'm not sure if I told you guys, but I had to bring on another person to help me with my restoration business. I brought my friend Kong on. We've actually played with the idea of having him in a couple of videos, and just to see how that goes and add him to the channel. Bringing him on board has given us the opportunity to offer our customers things like sole swaps and full shoe restorations, because if I don't have time to sit here and completely customize a whole shoe, Kong might have the time to do it, you know? So I can pass the work off to him and he can pass work off to me, and we work great together. Both of our work is at the level that we both expect it to be. So I couldn't be happier with having him on board with Sneaker Revive Sydney, not only as a business partner, but also as a friend. And over the last month of me not making videos, I wasn't expecting it, but my channel has went from about 1,300 subscribers to 1,800 subscribers in this month period. And I mean, for someone who's not consistently making videos, it was something that was completely unexpected. You know, the support is still completely there, and it's still just as overwhelming as it was when I first started. And I still couldn't be more happy with how things are going with my channel, even with my absence for the last month and a half. And now, I know in the past I've done videos where I titled them Rep versus Retail, where I accepted packages from a company. I'll just tell you the company. It was the Hip Hop IOP, you know, all the people like Finest Gear NYC and all them who deal with that lady Linda. Well, I was dealing with a sister company off of Hip Hop IOP, and they were honestly just sending me the worst quality shit that I just didn't feel that it wasn't worth my reputation to put these things on camera to show anybody. And the worst part about it was I was always so straightforward with these companies. Like, I would always let them know, I'm just letting you know that I'm taking your replicas and comparing them to an actual retail version that I got from Nike, and they were always cool with it. So I have no idea why they insisted me on sending these shoes that looked like they were made in someone's basement. The last pair of shoes that they ended up sending me was a replica pair of Jordan Cement 3 88s with Nike Air on the heel tab, and the shoes honestly just looked like they were run over with a car. And you know, it just ended up defeating the entire purpose of me doing a rep versus retail segment on my channel, because ultimately what I wanted to do was show people that these super perfect, and whatever the hell they call them, super duper perfect, ultimate, extra, incredible, extraordinary, perfect replica shoes can actually hold up to a retail pair. But there's people out there, you know, you don't want to spend good money on a shoe that you think is real and end up getting a fake pair of shoes. And I started working with these companies when I had about 800 subscribers, and I told them, I was like, you know, when is the quality of your product going to get better? And they were like, oh, when you hit 1,000 subscribers, we will be able to send you our ultimate perfect pairs and things like that. And then I hit 1,000 subscribers, and they sent me the pair of Thunder 4s, and they were absolute garbage. And I was like, listen, I'm at, you know, about 1,100 subscribers now. You told me that the quality of your product was going to increase when my subscribers reach this certain point, and that's not happening. And they were like, oh, friend, we will do our best. We can only send you so much. And I'm like, yo, look at the prices you have in your website. That's why your company is not doing that well. And I remember when these replica companies first started coming out offering the whole authentic pairs on their websites, you know, they had, I'm not gonna lie, man, they had damn good prices for what you were getting. You know, you could get a pair of Cool Grays for, you know, $120, some Cool Gray 11s. And I just looked at one of their websites the other day, and these Cool Gray 11s that were $150, like, spiked up to $230, $250, and all the shoes that they claim to be authentic are just so damn expensive. I really think that this initial success of their business kind of got to their heads, and what they're doing right now is absolutely crazy, because J-Star put out a video the other day explaining perfectly to what the words that these companies use mean. And authentic does not necessarily mean real. So even though you're buying these shoes that claim to be authentic, that does not mean that they're real. You know, every pair of shoes that I've gotten from Nike has a quality check sticker somewhere on the box. And I checked out the unauthorized, whatever you want to call them, the authentic Concords that I got from that company, and I can't find a quality control sticker anywhere on it. So this company hit me up and they're telling me, oh yeah, we want you to review shoes for us. First they asked me if I had a store. And I was like, no, I don't got a store. What do you mean, do I have a store? Do you want me to sell your shoes in my store and risk, you know, jail time? Like, I'm not going to sell any of these shoes to begin with. Even if I did have a store, why would I put your replica shoes on the shelves of my store and risk my entire business? And don't get me wrong, when interacting with the people that represent these companies, they're extremely polite, but the way that they approach it is pretty much somewhat of a joke, to be honest with you. And I ended up telling them straight up, like, I've already dealt with this. I worked with the company for about 6 months, and they never gave me what they promised they were going to give me. And I'm not going to be doing reviews on your extremely bad quality replica shoes, no matter how much you tell me that they're perfect condition. We all know that they're not going to be, because they're all coming from the same source. So then it came down to it, and I pretty much said, listen, I'm not going to be doing reviews for you unless you send me either shoes from your authentic section so I can compare them to the retail versions that I have, or your absolute best replicas so I can compare them to the retail versions that I have. And they ended up agreeing to it. I'm still honestly kind of on the fence to whether or not I want to actually do it, just because I don't really feel like going through the headache of waking up every single day to 1,000 Skype messages asking if I'm friend, are you there? Friend, are you there? Like, no, like, come on, man. I will get to you when I wake up. Relax. And honestly, part of the reason why I don't know if I want to do it is because I don't know what to pick. Like, I've done a review on the Bread 4s already. I've done a review on the Lightning 4s already. I've done reviews on their Concords already. You know, I don't really, I got a very, you know, I don't like every single shoe that comes out, so I don't want to get a pair of shoes that I don't have. The only thing that I'm honestly remotely interested in is the Red October replica Air Yeezy 2, because I'm genuinely curious to see the craftsmanship of this replica. But besides that, I'm also worried about not having the time to make the videos and having to wake up to, like I said earlier, a million Skype messages asking where my video is, where's the video on our product. Like, if I don't have time, I don't have time. I haven't even had time to sit down and make a video of things that I actually care about, let alone a couple pair of fake shoes that I couldn't give two shits about. And what else has been going on in my life lately? You know, I haven't really had that many pickups lately. I got a pair of the Oreo 5s, but then I ended up blacking them out. I'll put a picture on the screen for you so you can check out the final product. I don't know why I didn't make a video for it. I was, you know, sometimes the excitement of actually wanting to see the finished product of a shoe gets to me, and I just jump right into it before taking any before pictures, and then I just come up with the actual end result, and then I'm like, damn, I didn't document this. Nobody's going to be able to see me actually painting the midsole. But the final product is really cool. As you can see, the inner sock liner I dyed kind of a blackish gray, and on the midsole I did a flat black leading up to the teeth where I put a nice gloss hit to it. That matte black and gloss finisher, in my opinion, is just straight fire. This custom is seriously my favorite that I've done so far, and I can't wait to do it again for someone else. Other than that, I really haven't had many pickups. I ended up picking up the Lunar Air Max 90 infrareds, and you guys know that I'm an absolute sucker for infrared. I have worn the living hell out of this shoe, and it only released last week. I throw it on when I just need to run outside real quick. The comfort on the shoe is just insane, and that Lunar midsole just makes the entire shoe just come together so well. So my main focus lately hasn't really been picking up shoes. It's been more on the restoring them and customizing them and making sure that our customers are as happy as possible. I ended up doing this custom 11 low. I took the Tuxedo low, or the Reverse Concord, whatever everyone else is calling them, and I just turned it into a blackout 11 low, and I was not feeling the original version of this shoe at all until I did this to it, and it makes me just want to go out and get myself a pair just so I can do this to it, because this colorway right here, just being all black and a low cut shoe, is just insane. But other than that, I really haven't been up to much. I'm going to be going to Boston again in February, just going to spend some time with my sister. You know, I know that she's been having kind of a rough time since my mom passed away, and I felt like, you know, since having to get back to Sydney in order to get back to my job and things like that, I didn't get to spend the appropriate time that I wanted to with her. So I'm gonna fly out there from February 5th to the 19th, and I plan on documenting pretty much the whole trip, trying to find as many good deals on sneakers that I can, so I can come back and show you guys a nice unboxing video. I don't think that there's any sneaker events happening while I'm up there, but if there are, without a doubt, I will definitely be covering it. And after that, I don't really know what's going on. So I guess just as far as my channel goes, just be on the lookout. Maybe, you know, there might be some more rep versus retails depending on the agreements that I can come to with this company and working with them. I might just keep it strictly to retail pickups and things like that. I'm still not 100% sure on really what I want to do with that. Don't really know if it's worth my reputation. Like I said, I don't really care about, you know, a pair of fake shoes, but I don't mind doing videos on them at the same time. So I'm kind of torn between one outcome or another. But, you know, well, if one day I upload a video showing you guys a super perfect pair of Easy 2s, then you know what my decision was. But for now, I'm just going to keep on painting these Bred 4s, try to make them as new as possible, as I do with every single shoe that I work on. If you guys are curious, I know I get so many questions on my Darth Maul custom video. What kind of paint do you use? What kind of paint do you use? I use Angelus, guys. Angelus acrylic leather paint. If you don't know where to get it, I will leave a link in the description down below. Right now, that video has the most views out of every video on my channel, and I know that not every single person that watches that video is subscribed to me. So what I should really do is leave the link in the description of that video. But if they just wanted to put in a little bit of extra work and do their research, they would find this video and find out that it is Angelus acrylic leather paint. Check the link down below so you can find where to get it. And our Facebook page is still going strong. It is www.facebook.com/SneakerReviveSydney. You can also follow us on Instagram. My personal Instagram username is @xchasemachini. It is the exact same as it is here on YouTube. You can also follow the Sneaker Revive Sydney Instagram. The username is @SRSXFCC. Both of those names are going to be here on the screen for you, and links will be down in the description. I am going to finish up this shoe, and then I'm going to go get ready for work. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, have yourself a good day.